will Nick Mullens lead this team to the playoffs, or is this season over for the 49ers?
Jack?
Predict.
We're gonna find out in the next 2 weeks. If they can go 1-1 in these next 2 weeks, I think they can. If they can pull off this win tonight or tomorrow night or next week against New Orleans, I think they're gonna have a shot.
Good call.
Ooh, okay. It's definitely a chance. 100% is definitely a chance, because if you kind of just think about last season, Garoppolo only really won 3 games for them, Falcons, Cardinals, and Saints. I just think, honestly, so long as the offensive line is stable enough to help keep Nick Mullens protected back there, unlike the Eagles game where it just looked like he was getting hammered the whole time, then I think he's more than capable to stand in there and actually take advantage of those wide open receivers that weren't getting hit with Garoppolo back there. So I think they can definitely at least stay afloat with him.
Yep.
I think they could stay in the contention for the playoffs, but how I look at it is, all right, there's 8 games left. Mm-hmm. There's 2 that I'm going to automatically chalk up as victories. That's Washington football team, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. Other than that, those 6 games are really, really brutal.
Yeah.
As far as you have the Bears already at 5 wins. You got the Rams are up there. Like you have a hill to climb. So as much as I want them to be in the playoffs, because I'd rather write about a playoff team than a non-playoff team. I get more excitement out of that. And I just don't see it happening at the moment, unfortunately.
I think there's for sure 3 teams in the NFC that are better than them. In my opinion, it's the Seahawks, Buccaneers, and Cardinals. But the rest of the NFC teams have flaws. The Bears can't really move the ball offensively. Nick Foles is only good when he comes in relief in the fourth quarter. That team, and then the rest of the teams that are ahead of them really are teams they play. They have a chance to face the Rams again. And if Mostert's back for that, they should be. The Rams can't stop the run. So the Niners should be fine there. And then the Cardinals, they have a chance against when they play them. The Packers, obviously, this week. The Saints, which aren't a perfect team by any means. Michael Thomas hasn't played in a while. If he comes back, we'll see how the offense plays. But their defense has been bad. And then also, the Bills have not been good since the first 4 weeks of the season. Everyone's marking that Bills game as a tough game, but they barely beat the Patriots when Cam Newton hasn't looked good in a month. And the Bills are running the ball. Teams are playing back on them. Josh Allen can really only move the ball if he chucks it deep to Stephon Diggs or Gabe Davis. And right now they're daring Devin Singletary to run the ball or Zach Moss, and teams are stopping them. I think 9 wins gets in the playoffs, and I can see 9 wins for the Niners easily.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're 4-4. They got to go 5-3 to make the playoffs because now 7 teams make it. Can they go 5-3? I mean, Kittle's not coming back. Garoppolo
Mostert's going to come back after this game.
Mostert's coming back.
You think?
Debo's coming back. I mean, they got to, like Jack said, they got to go 1-1 the next two games, but then they have a bye week. And then after the bye week, a lot of their players come back. And the way I look at the quarterback situation is, again, this year, the Niners now have their best quarterback on the field for whatever reason. I mean, injured Jimmy isn't good Jimmy. Injured Jimmy is atrocious Jimmy. And I don't know what week 1 Jimmy was. That was awful. So I'm not saying that Nick Mullens is going to be consistent or he's going to be a Pro Bowler, but I think that they finally do have the best quarterback on the field for this season. And he's going to have some serious help coming in a few weeks. So we'll see. I mean, they got to win one of these next 2 games. And if they do, one more point, if there's like massive COVID outbreaks during flu season and a lot of games get canceled, then they could go to a 16 game tournament where all of a sudden 8-8 teams make it in, 7-9 teams make it in, something like that. So yeah, this season is not over. They're the best coach team in the league. They're coming off a stinker. Let's see what they got this week. I'm not writing them off. In fact, I'm picking them to win. So